Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be episode 1 of me recapping nursing school. I'm talking about fundamentals today, classroom and clinical. So fundamentals was hard for me only because I took a break between fundamentals and pharmacology and patient assessment. So a lot of that stuff I forgot, and I had to really go back and restudy everything on my own time to to be successful in the class. So um the classroom, um I really had to study really hard, and just pick everything back up, like dose cow. I really had to go back and review all that. I had to go back and review, um, human anatomy and a lot of the different terminology and everything, because foundations, you're putting all that together so that you are able to start functioning as a nurse. And I had to also go back and try to review my skills, which wasn't that difficult because I did just go to medical assistant school. So it was the same, pretty much the same skills. Checking a blood pressure manually, checking a pulse, those kind of things. The head to toe assessment. And so just had to review that. But, I was successful in the class, I passed. And as far as clinical is concerned, that was the hardest for me for some reason. It was the paperwork. And I wasn't the only one that struggled really bad, but I struggled really bad with the paperwork for a while. And it got to a point, honestly, it was like do or die. Like we may not make it. And my professor was like, you have to have basically like an 85 for the next 3 weeks and to be able to, get out of here. And so, you know, I really worked on it. I really studied, and I used some outside like tutorial resources, um, and I would post those down below where you could go and you can learn how to write your own, fill out your own paperwork. So when I say paperwork, I'm talking about like your care plans. Like I struggled with care plans for a bit, and writing those, writing like your S bar, however which way that she wanted it to be written. It's like my cohort, we was missing the mark a little bit for a while, but I was able to pick it back up, and luckily, I had other grades that kept me from tanking, like my patho paper, as well as my dose cow quiz grades really helped me from tanking. And so I was able to, make the corrections where it needs to be. And for the next few weeks, and I was able to pass clinical. So that was regarding the paperwork. Now, regarding like the clinical experience, like the site and everything, I really liked our site, like the site that we were assigned to. Everyone was so like kind to us and happy to see us and everything. The nurses were very kind to us, and a lot of them were Herzing grads, so that could have played a role in it. But a lot of them were very helpful to us, educating us and letting us do our thing. We mainly because it's foundation, so we mainly focused on like your vitals, your blood sugars, and things like that, as well as like insulin for those who needed it. So that was pretty much that, just like building that foundation of learning how to do that, as well as starting to learn how to perform med pass. But we, at that point, we can only perform med pass with our professor. Like we weren't allowed to do med pass with another nurse alone. And that was just to make sure that we knew what we were doing and that the professor, she could watch us and be able to give us, you know, the feedback that we needed. So my professor was very strong, and she gave us a lot of good feedback throughout the term. So really, really good experience for me overall in that class. So that was my experience. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned to the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.